Yeah, time to hop in the lab, guys.
And here we go.
These are messed up. Okay, they can hear me, and now I'm working on you. But how is everybody doing? Sorry about that, Steven and Josh and whoever's watching. I don't know what in the world. For some reason, ever so often, if I don't have the board on, the second I turn on OBS, for some reason it has issues. Okay, now you should have audio, Jan.
You guys can hear me? Yes, yes, yes. Please let me know in chat.
They can hear you because I can see you moving on this side.
Ha! No, yeah, it's been forever and a while since we've done a show, so we need to get back into the swing of things, especially since we have some really good news to share. At least I do. I don't know how much Rob has read up on it, and I'm a little bit more on top of it.
I'm a little bit occupied right now.
Okay, so New York and Oregon, there's tons of good news. So in New York, they defeated yet again. The judge overturned the state, so they will be able to continue to sell flavors in New York. I got an email from Drip Labs saying that they were going back into production. So yes, they lost that again. So, or we won, they lost. And really, I don't see them, because we're in short session, and I'm not sure if New York has one or not. That I can't tell you off the top of my head. I can't remember. It's been way too long since I've lived in New York. So, at any rate, they won't try it again probably till next year. But my gut is saying, yes, I heard about the $1 per mil for West Virginia tax, which is absolutely
yeah. We talked about that on Saturday.
Right, I did see that show, and you guys covered it pretty well. So that's why I was not going to cover it, because I did see it, and that's where Rob is. So he's very, very familiar. And then Oregon, of course, my state. They were trying to do a total flavor ban bill, the Senate was, and that went into Ways and Means. They figured it all out and said too many jobs lost, too many companies out of business. So no, it died. So we have yet again a whole year before we have to worry about them doing that here. And the likelihood, at least in my state and New York, is pretty slim for it to be flipped. We are a state of super libtards, and so is Oregon. So is New York. So I find it very hard for that to be flipped. I mean, we're going to try. Going to all states to do. Of course, Stephen, that's exactly what they want to do. They want to put us, they're going to find one way or another to get us out of business. And how can they do that? One way is to tax us out. I mean, if $120 in taxes alone for a 120 mil, come on, and 60 on a 60 mil, that is beyond. I mean, you're taking then our e-liquid. I mean, for a 120 mil here, because I pay no taxes, sales tax here, that would take a 120 mil to, I wouldn't be able to afford it, because right now I can pick up a 120 right around $35 here. They just reduced the cost at my local shop on 60 mils to 20. So yeah, it's incredibly insane. So they're smoking something and they're not sharing with the rest of us. Yeah. So hopefully, Rob is pretty thick in that. So hopefully he'll be able to stir the pot, and I'll help as much as I can by writing letters as well. And that's what we all encourage you to do. Even if you don't live in that state, write emails. You can find someone's zip code.
25015 that you live in Bell, West Virginia. Right there, 25015.
Yep. So use those, and then you can write as if you're a part of that. And the more personal letters that they receive, not the CASA fill in the blanks.
Yeah.
Those go to the automatic recycle bin. Actually, they're marked as spam when they go to the different reps and stuff. They're really automatically marked as spam and never seen. So send in your personal story. Why did you quit smoking? How did vapor flavors help you? And why are you still doing it? For me, it's because I'm comfortable with 3. I shouldn't have to quit something that I like to do. Yeah, I don't either buy a lot anymore. And one of the flavors I'll mix tonight, that one and its sister flavor, which I will not reveal, that would be revealed on anybody that is a Patreon, which we don't have any yet. So we're hoping to get some of that to help with covered costs.
I will tell you, Stephen, I'm looking right now at the 3 bills. SB 735, which is the one that is to raise it $1. That one's going too bad. 3071, I'm not as upset about. I'm upset about it, but not as bad. Because that's only 15 cents a meal. 4764, I don't see how they would do that. To tax vapor products at the same rate as cigarettes.
They can. Because right now, e-cigarettes are listed as a tobacco.
No, what I'm saying is how they would measure that, though. I have to look into those bills a little deeper.
It would be very simple. A 60 mil would be X additional, and a 120, which,
Right, but I'm saying I have to dig into those bills before
gotcha.
I can talk about them at all, because I want to know how they plan on rating them.
Well, here's my issue. We have so many people in the vape community that says, oh, a 60 mil is equal to X amount of packs of cigarettes. That's not the case. I mean, I go through a 60 mil in 3 days, but then I'm using sub-ohm coils.
Yeah.
If you use hot coils, you're going to go through a lot more e-liquid than somebody that's using just, a little pod mod.
But again, as I said Saturday, unless I see any movement on any of these, I don't think they're going to go through, to be honest with you. Do you realize how long they have left?
No. How long is your session?
March 7th.
Yeah, I think that's what mine is. So you have a short session as well.
That's the only session we have yearly.
Oh, you suck.
Ours starts in late January, early February, ends in March.
What committees are they sitting in right now?
I don't know yet. I haven't looked into those yet.
Yeah, if they sit in Ways and Means and those kind of things, they go there to die usually. And that's why when I saw that my bill had gone there, I was very excited that I knew it was going to die. So, but yeah, depending on, it was like today I went and got my nails done. Of course, I'm a girl. Anyway, and there was a gentleman vaping, and he was vaping on a flavored jewel pod. And I'm like, oh, dude. And I talked to him really nice, and he was really sweet as well. And I'm like, look, let's get you switched over because these flavored pods are off the market. You can't get them anymore. He's like, yeah, I know. I just had a few left. So I'm going to help him convert over to and I hate calling it freebase, but traditional e-liquid. He's going to have to be tapered down because you're looking at 60 milligrams, pretty much 59 milligrams.
Okay, Jen, just a little update. The Senate bill is in the Finance Committee.
Dying.
And it was sent on the 7th.
It went there to die. Is that the $1 per mil?
Yes, that was sent there on February 7th. And the House bill, I'm trying to look for the number on this one. One went to Health and Human Services.
That's a could be.
And then the other one is in Health and Human Services. Yeah, the two House bills are in Health and Human Services, but the so 3071, 4764 are both in House Health and Human Services, but we actually have a vapor in the House, and we have strong support in the House.
Well, good. So that's good. We have no support. The libtards are in charge, and how we got it defeated again, it was by the grace of God, I think. So, actually, no. We have fantastic people that when I raise that flag going, hey, dudes, you got to get on the phone. You got to get those emails going. They do. So.
But, yeah, you know what, Jen? We will get on this. We'll do another NVR. Maybe tomorrow night we can go deeper when I have a chance to look into that, if you're available. Would you be available tomorrow night?
If we do it later. Because I've got class until 4. I have a sewing class.
10 o'clock? So 7 your time?
And I need to eat. Yeah, I can maybe do it. Yeah. We'll talk later.
We'll talk about it, but maybe tomorrow night we'll do an NVR live. And we'll go into these 3 bills a little deeper after I have a chance. And I'll send these links to Jen to give her some toilet reading.
Yeah, I love toilet reading.
As though you don't have enough, but
yeah,
give you these bills so that you can actually look over them too, and both of us can put our minds together. But let's get into what tonight is. But before we do that, just so everybody can notice, I don't know if you can see, the background has changed a little bit. Yeah, I've still got the big green screen background, but stuff's been rearranged. That's because if you've been following me on Instagram all day and on Facebook, I've been posting up pictures. We finally got the office back. So I've got a 6-foot table behind me now to where I'm able to have everything very close. I've got everything in sections, a lot more organized. For any of you gamers out there, I've got my Assassin's Creed from Assassin's Creed Black Flag figure sitting right there. And then I've got my Deadpool sitting over here that I originally bought all 3 of them for the background. Yes, Steven, we'll share those tomorrow night. I want to go through them so I can explain those a little better tomorrow night. I don't want to share them right now until I've actually had a chance to look through them. So, give us a little bit of time. Let us look into those. and then we'll talk about them. I want to dig into them.
I just pulled those up, so thank you, Stephen. I've got them now on the Casal site.
Okay, so you've got all 3 of them?
Well, what I just clicked on what Stephen put into the chat.
Yeah, that's the one that he put up. So yeah, you've got them now.
Oh, and be on the lookout, guys. On Mondays, I wanted to tell you this too. DIY Down Under Pippa, she's now doing every Monday, and it's earlier in my day because I'm 3 hours behind her scheduled time. Just copying it down now myself. Okay. She's having every Monday a new guest mixer on. So I should be on. She asked me to be on today, but I had things going on, so I should be on in the next couple weeks, and I'll let you guys know when that happens too.
But
so she asked me to come over.
We are going to do some DIY because I have to get some made. Yes, I have some liquids that I plan on taking with me on the cruise just because of the flavor, and I'll probably try to, since now the office is in here, I'm going to try to do some reviews because I've already tasted all of them. I'm actually going to be a little braggart right now. I'm going to pull up my Zoom and change my camera because I'm only going to show one of them because the rest of them are downstairs where I've been testing. Sabores del Encanto. Flavors of Enchantment by Batman. Yes. He didn't send them to me. E&B Flavors is now thrown me on their list, so I'm going to be able to start doing some reviews for them. So you will see some more reviews of liquids coming up at least once a month until May.
That's right, you go May, correct?
No, I'm saying May because of the final rule.
Oh, yeah.
Or because of the deadline. So
yeah. When are you going on your cruise again? March?
2 weeks.
Oh, God.
Yeah, so what I make tonight, I'm taking on the cruise.
Sweet. Well,
so what are you going to make tonight?
I'm going to release one of my better, this is one of the flavors that I am now vaping between this and its sister nonstop, and it's called Coconuts on the Beach. So it is a fantastic, how do I want to say pina colada, kind of, sort of, but it doesn't have a lot of, well, it does have orange and pineapple. But anyway, it's a real nice flavor. It is a shake and vape. And then its sister one as well, too. But yeah, that's the one I'm going to be doing this evening. What about yourself?
I know I'm going to be back and forth because I'm trying to, where I don't have any organization right now, I'm looking for all my flavors. Probably I'm going to do a tropical fruit milkshake. So I'm going to have a little bit of a coconut, a little bit of pineapple, a little bit of mango, a little bit of passion fruit, a nice blend of tropical fruits. Maybe throw in some melon into it. Maybe a touch of banana, because the bananas are grown wild down there in the Caribbean. So I'm going to make
this one would be a perfect one for you to take. This one that I'm doing. So do you want me to go first, or are you going to go
first?
Yeah,
go ahead, because I'm looking for everything.
Well, let me screen share my screen. There. That one.
No.
Share. Alrighty, make sure I look and make sure it's the right one. Oh, don't forget that one. It hasn't come up on the main screen yet. All right, there it is. So this is what I have. Why is that not doing it now? Oh, there it is. Coconuts on the Beach. Go back to my camera area. Thank you. So what I have in this, and of course, mine's all based off of a 60 mil, 3 milligrams. And I actually mixed up 2 bottles of it last night. And the reason that I did that was because I was completely out. So I had to mix last night. So what I have in there is I have a little bit of cactus at 1.5%, which is 0.9 grams. Coconut at 2% with 1.24 grams. I have orange from Nicotine River at 2.75%, and that's 1.65 grams. I have the orange, oh, I said that, the orange mandarin from the Flavor Apprentice at 3.5% for 2.20 grams. Then we go down to the orange pineapple by Nicotine River, and that I did 3% as well at 1.8 grams. And then finally is Pacific Cooler Nicotine River. Now I'm
Oh,
at 5%. What?
oh no, okay, people can see it.
Yeah. Yeah. And I will also copy the link down and put it up there for everybody. But any rate, so with this, the Pacific Cooler was a little bit, in my personal opinion, underpowered. So that's when I started to play with this. And this is its final version. This is about version 3 or 4. And I finally got it all out. Now, the coconut gives it a real sweet flavor without having to have sweetener. And it's really nice. The cactus keeps it from my mouth drying up, obviously. And then, of course, you have the other traditional things that you see in a Caribbean type e-liquid, which is your pineapples and oranges. But that's how I do it. Now, like I've said to you guys in the past, I try really, really hard not to use flavorings when I can, or excuse me, not to use sweetener when I can. Um, and honestly, if you're a good mixer, you should be able to mix without it. There's other things you can add to it that are sweet enough
right, but there's
with
sometimes
flavor.
you have to add
Right,
even just a percent or so.
right. And I get that. But so far, so good, knock on wood. This one came out fantastic. And like I said, it is a great shake and vape. The way I do it is I put all my flavors together in the bottle and shake it vigorously. Then I add my nicotine, and then I shake it again vigorously before I put in my e-vape. So that's my take tonight on kind of that on the beach feel. I figured with him going on vacation soon, I was like, this might be a good one. So
Okay.
awesome, Steve. What did you make? And like always, guys, I put mine all my flavors. I get them from Nicotine River. That's who they were called before. River
River
Flavor.
Supply.
Yeah, River Supply now is their new name. So that's where I get generally all my flavors from. And I usually wait till good deals as well when they have them, and they rotate the different brands to be on sale. And I happen to get these. Some of these I've had, some of these I just hadn't used yet. I was trying to get my experience up a little bit. So, honest to goodness, people, this one and its sister, which if you're a Patreon, you'd get a copy of that in the monthly email. Um, I have non-stopped. Oh, that sounds really interesting, Stephen. But these two I have vaped nonstop for a month and a half. When did I say I made this? It's been a long while that I've been working on this, right, Rob?
Oh wow.
On these two? Yeah, I've been working on them just nonstop. So I'm really excited how they turned out. And I personally enjoy them. I mean, I go through a 260 mils in less than a week. That's how good it is. for me. So I thought it'd be something nice, and I know Rob has a lot of these flavors now. It is something he could make up. But that blue raspberry cream pink lemonade sounds really delish. I never thought of putting blue raz. Well, you've got the raspberry, but yeah, that candied, and the candied blue raspberry probably balances out that tartness of the pink lemonade.
I'm right now making my recipe, so just give me a second.
I'm going to write that down if you're all right with that, Steve, because I'm going to try something similar because I like those flavors as well. I'm a fruit person. So, blue raz, 6%, cream, 3%, and pink lemonade. Awesome. Yeah, that seems very logical to me to do, Stephen, to add that to kind of tone it down. I'll work on it. I'm not sure if I'll have time. I've got tons of sewing classes and embroidery classes that I'm helping to teach and taking this week. And I've got a ton for the next couple weeks coming up, but I will work on it and see what I can come up with. But that's what I've been working on. These are all okay, cool. Liquid Barn. Yeah, I think I might have those from Liquid Barn. Because Liquid Barn was kind enough to send me a whole bunch of stuff. And flavors. So but if not, I have obviously other brands of that might have it, like TFA, the Flavor Apprentice, or River Reserves. Oh no, yeah. I was busy the last couple weeks really working on and calling and went up to Salem and testified about my bill as well. And it's just time consuming, it's tiring. Plus then I have all my local shops calling me, "Did you hear yet? Did you hear yet? Did you hear yet?" I'm like, "I'll let you know when I hear." So but like I said, I mixed up 2 of these yesterday, so I'm not mixing another one. Got your flavors from Nick Rivers. So, yes, most of mine, about 90% of mine come from Nick River, Stephen. That's where I originally was getting all mine from.
Do you want to hear what mine came out to?
What?
Almost a 30-30 or a 70-30.
Nice.
Just flavors, no PG or VG. Or no VG.
Ooh. No, it's now, what is it? River what? Hold on, I have
River Supply.
River Supply is its new name here. Here is I will get you the URL. Here is the one to my recipe from this evening, which will be up for 24 hours. Here is, and this is just because I was looking at Flavora. Here is a link to River Supply. I'm not sure what they had this week on special. Let me see. Go back to the home. I know that they have something on special this week. I just can't remember which one it is.
And everything I have here, except for one that's going to be used tonight, can be bought at River Supply.
Yeah, all mine you can get at River Supply. Yeah.
There's only one of mine you can't, and I think Jen knows which one that is.
Probably. They've got a new release right now, and the company is Terpene River. So these are terpenes. But so they're featuring that this week, and then the other feature is an actual e-liquid brand. So, but they rotate this all the time, so there's something different. But yeah, I've got the old label from Nicotine River. I can show you guys that.
Yeah, I haven't gotten
Yeah,
anything with the new labels either.
yeah, this is it right now, or at least what I have. So that's their old label. And actually, I'm very happy with Nicotine River's flavors. Yes, riversupply.com. Yeah, so I really like Nicotine River's flavors. They're really good. I mean, they're really on par with TFA, in my opinion. Not as good as Flavora, but
Ow.
you know.
Okay, I'm going to... here's what we're going to do. I'm going to... hopefully I flipped to the right one. Yes. This is my recipe, guys. This is my tropical smoothie. You've got 2% Bavarian cream, 3% cantaloupe, 0.5% WS-23.
Oh,
That's the only one that you can't buy at Nicotine River, and for that, I recommend Bull City Flavors, which, if you go to our website, you can actually get links to both Nicotine River as well as Bull City Flavors. So, and then I have 2% coconut, 1% dairy milk, 2% double kiwi, and that is basically just to provide a moistness. Then you have mango at 3%, passion fruit by Purilium at 3%, juicy peach at 5%, pineapple by the Flavor Apprentice at 4%, and vanilla bean ice cream at 4%.
now I have a question for you. How are you feeling with the Perillium brand line?
It's not that bad. I've not had that many issues with it.
Yeah, I haven't had issues with it. Well, I guess it would be an issue, but I'm not liking some of the flavors
Yeah, some of the flavors
compared
are
to
a little
others.
weak, but that's expected with it being not a I'm trying to adjust this because I haven't.
Yes, because he must do his and whatever movie.
Okay, there we go. Well, I haven't done this before using at the new desk the way I've got it
Oh
set
no, I
up.
know. I was not icking you. I was just icking because I got e-liquid on my hands. I'm changing my coil out.
And because of the WS-23.
Oh god, cannot do it. You can't pay me to do it. I can smell that crap anywhere. Oh my gosh, I can smell it, smell it, smell it. I can smell it from here. From across I guess if you like, and you know what's really weird is I used to smoke menthol, so I should really like something like that, and I hate it. Ugh, can't do it. Ugh. Now, oh, I've got to get my review up and done on this Odin tank because it is a phenomenon. It has co in it. Oh, yes, riversupplyco.com. I'm so sorry. That's why I put the link in the room.
Coconut at 1.2 grams.
Yeah, coconut's one of those flavors that you can overdo it.
Yeah. That's why I only did 2%.
Yeah, and then it gets a very chemical taste.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm priming a coil, people, and no, yes, I know people don't like the way I prime like this, but oh well. Time.
Why? How do you prime?
Well, most people will just stick it in the tank and let it sit for 10 minutes. Me, I actually prime the coil.
Oh, same here.
Yeah, a lot of people have given me hell about that. Like, it's worked for 6 years. I can't imagine it not continuing to work.
Mango is 1.8.
Okay.
And this is one I know is going to have to sit.
Well, wait a minute. Why? Well, not really. It might be a good shake and bake.
It's rare when it's a hit, when it's a very complex one. It's very rare for it to come out perfect.
Okay, mine's complex and it came out just beautiful.
With 11 flavors.
No, but its sister does, and I shake and vape it all the time.
And is it a cream?
No, creams always take time.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. This is a ice cream because it's a milkshake.
Oh. You're just too fancy for me. I could have done my strawberries and cream. That's has to steep.
Yeah.
Has to steep. Because I use 4 different creams in it.
And you know, I had a issue happen this week that's something that I gotta mention so that people don't make the same mistake. If you use a lot of the same flavors a lot of the time, make sure to keep an eye on what you have and what you don't have, because you could go to need to make something and not have all your flavors. I had that happen in this last week.
So his flasks are very nice, but you technically don't really need them. I think for him it helps him with the steeping process, but with mine, I don't want to mess that way. I just don't personally. And if I can't shake it well enough to break up those molecules when I just have the flavors, and then when I add the nicotine to it, then I try to make things simple is what I like to do. I don't want to add one more thing in my office that I can just spill everywhere. All right, I'll be right back, guys. I'm going to go wash my hands. I can't stand e-liquid on them.
And see, guys, whenever I use this, I do shake it, but I shake it right here in the bottle.
Yeah, for me, it would just be a disaster waiting to happen with my MS. It would be on the floor. Half the time I have everything lined up and I'll have it with no top on and I spill the damn thing. So I don't need any more excuses to spill. Oh, look what I got back in the mail from Mad Modder.
Oh, you got your... Yeah, I saw the Wonder Woman mod.
They, Steve, I'll show you my little beaker. Ugh. They have a pour spout in them. So mine does approximately a 50 ml, and there it is. It's got a little spout here, just like we had when we were in school, so that you can just pour it straight out. Yeah, I have this glass beaker, and then I have a graduated cylinder, a little one. Correct.
What was he saying?
Oh, he was at that one doesn't have a spout.
Right.
Yes, you gotta have steady hands.
Yeah. And considering the bottle that I transfer into whenever I do transfer, it makes it a lot more simple too.
This one?
Yeah, one of those.
Yeah, it is easier.
Oh.
Yep, I have the same scale as he did. I don't know if I got mine at Liquid Barn though.
No, I think you got yours from the Amazon link I gave you.
That's right, because it was a better deal.
And mine is back on the mixer, so I won't be testing mine tonight.
Yeah, on the one that I make, what you get on the inhale is your orange flavor, and then on the exhale is a nice sweet coconut, and it just makes it really nice. It's just a real. It's not like in your face flavor. It's just a nice solid flavor.
And that's the thing about this DIY show. In all honesty, I don't like to test them that night because I like to know how it tastes in its full flavor.
And the ones that I have that I use a lot of creams and stuff in, yes, I do let them steep. I may try them a little bit of it quickly, but for the most part, I wait.
I will tell you though, I modified her straight strawberry that I made her back a while ago. And it actually came out really, really, really good when I redid it.
So what did you do different?
I added a little bit of my secret sauce. I'll tell you off.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Off camera.
Gotcha.
It depends on the liquid.
Yeah, most creams and vanillas need about a week steep time.
At least.
And even past that, they get better over time. So the longer you can leave it out of rotation and let it steep, the better off you are.
Yeah.
Creams and vanillas especially just are so much better when you let them sit and let them have time. Nice. That's a real reasonable steep time.
Yeah.
But you might want to see too if it's able to, does it get better after that? Which most do.
Yeah. I mean, mine I'll probably let steep a week. And what I'll do is I'll run it for the next 24 hours. I'll have it mixing on my mixer. And then after 24 hours on the mixer, I'll take it off the mixer and put it in my drawer right here next to me. It'll sit in that drawer till at least next week, and then I'll transfer it into a bottle, see how it tastes. And then after that, if it still needs some time, I'll let it go until the trip.
So what is your percentage on the one that you made? So mine
70-30.
It's 70-30. Mine's an 80-20. So you're going to get a lot more cloud production out of it.
Yeah. Whereas
If ever
mine
I
is
do that.
so complex. You know, I wasn't even using that high of percentages. It was just the flavor I want out of it.
Mhm.
I want it as though I've taken all these tropical fruits, cut them all up, thrown them in a blender, and made a fruit milkshake out of it. Well, tropical fruit smoothie, but
Yeah. Yeah, and they sell, I know Nicotine River has it, but like smoothie bases and things like that. So you can buy certain bases,
bases. But
then
I
add
like to
to.
make my own base.
Yeah.
Little
Yeah. I mean,
WS-23 to give it that chill factor.
ugh. Because see here, I have a vanilla milkshake,
Uh-huh.
but I like to create my own in the process. So I use Vienna cream and things like that.
Well, the only one I didn't use, I like using Bavarian cream anytime I'm making a milkshake because it gives it
No,
that extra rich
Vienna,
flavor.
not,
Right,
not.
I like Bavarian because it
Oh,
gives
okay.
it that extra richness.
Yeah.
The Bavarian gives it that rich flavor. So I like using the Bavarian, and I like using just a touch of dairy milk to give it that sour note of the
Yeah.
milkshake.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't know there's just those little notes that you want to pick up. And that's
Yeah.
why we do this show, because each of us has our own style. So,
Right. Well, and Capella is coming out with 11 new flavors. And if you guys go over to the DIY Down Under, she and a group of people were given the flavors, and they didn't know what they were. Capella wanted to know, or the company selling it wanted to know what they thought of the flavors and what they were. And it was pretty interesting to see on a blind taste test what they felt they were. It was just really interesting to see because what I taste one way, somebody else is going to taste probably most likely a little differently,
yeah.
depending on how long they smoked, how much damage was done to their senses, whether they have a cold or not, and allergies. All of that plays into our senses.
Yeah. Like now, I'm having to pull myself away from the guava flaky pastry so that I don't vape at all. I mean, I just got this 2 days ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I have 7 flavors down there. And look how much I vaped this one.
Yeah.
That should tell you something.
Yeah, I'm just not the biggest pastry person. I thought I was, and I'm not.
But I will tell you, and I'm going to say this when I do the review, so this is a little bit of a spoiler alert. So if you don't want to hear spoils, close your ears. When I do the review, I'm going to tell you right now, not a one of these liquids seems like a liquid you would want to put in a tank.
Yeah.
They all seem like they're going to be coil killers.
That's what you text to me the other day. Is that
But
it's definitely a coil killer.
they all taste like coil killers. But I'm going to show you something, which you're going to have to look at it on the other screen so I can show them. Those coils don't look half bad. In that drop
I'm
dead.
waiting for you. Oh yeah.
They don't
No,
look half bad. That's the one good thing about having this system. I can switch cameras real quick. But
Well, this coil that I had used previously that I just changed out doesn't even. This was after almost 2 weeks using that.
oh wow.
So it's not. I mean, I could have probably done another day, maybe 2. But when I start having to turn down the heat because I get a little bit of a burnt taste, I know it's time to
Change the coil.
But yeah, that's because I don't use sweeteners.
Yeah.
You know, your coils last so much longer. And really, right, we're, like you guys were saying Saturday with all the embargoes against China right now, we're going to be pretty hard pressed to get China equipment in right now. That includes coils and all that kind of good stuff. So we need to find a way to make them last a little bit longer than usual.
Yeah, but the problem is most people, or well, let me rephrase that. A lot of people want those sweet, 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 sweet flavors.
Oh yeah, I'm a sweet person.
Oh yeah, Steven, there's easy ways to clean an RDA, but
Yeah.
when it comes to coil like Jen was just showing, there's only
Not
certain
easy.
ways you can clean those, and they're never the
Never.
same.
No. I mean, I've tried all those that people have recommended, boiling them and making sure all the water's back out of it and stuff. And really, the coil is never the same. It never vapes well, and the shelf life or the life of it after you do that is very minuscule for it to even matter.
Yeah. It might buy you an extra week if you're between pays.
Maybe, if you're lucky. I
But
usually got maybe a day or two after.
well, Jen, you know what? It's been an hour, so we're going to go ahead and get out of here. But, you know, I try to keep all of our shows just to an hour because I don't want to bore you guys. I really don't. If we don't have to, I don't want to.
Yeah.
And some of the shows just drag on and drag on
Yeah.
and make me want to fall asleep.
You and your cohort on Saturday mornings can go. Yeah, Stephen, it did go ultra fast for me too. I mean, it went really quick. I didn't even notice. When he said it's been an hour, I'm like, damn. But then again, I came home after having class, really, or getting my nails done and doing some shopping. Then I had to run home, make dinner, and scarf that down.
Jen, does this tell you how close my cruise is?
Oh, geez, yeah. Nice.
We had to print up the boarding passes and the luggage tags today.
Awesome.
Just to be able to have them to where we can have everything ready in time. But
so, do we want to have a show next week?
Oh yeah, we're doing a show next week still. I want to continue it, except for the days I'm gone. I mean, if you want to continue it the week I'm gone, you can. That Monday, if we come back Monday, I probably won't feel up to it. I'm going to tell you right now.
Oh.
Because I'm going to be tired. So.
Okay.
I'm always tired after a long trip. And driving from North Carolina, or driving from South Carolina to here, if we do that in a day, that's going to wear me out.
Eesh. Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, we're going down Sunday, and then coming back either Monday or Tuesday. And then I took Wednesday off so I have a day to recover.
There you go. That's the way to do it. So,
but we will see you guys on Saturday, and maybe tomorrow night if Jen and I decide to do a show for tomorrow night about all these issues that have came up in West Virginia, and maybe if we decide we're going to do it, maybe I can get one of the people that's in charge of our West Virginia Smoke Free Association to hop on to help talk a little bit about it. So,
yeah.
Don't
forget to check out our Patreon, people. That does help us keep the lights on, things going. Rob's programs that he uses, and stuff like that, Nightbot and all that. So we don't want to lose out on those things.
And we do want to say a big thank you, hi there, and hello to Anthony. He is now paying for Zoom for us. So once again, we want to say thank you to him for that. If we do it tomorrow, it'll be 10 o'clock. 10 Eastern, Stephen.
7 Pacific.
Keep an eye on the Vapin Minuteman Facebook, and I'll let everybody know if we're definitely going to do it or not.
Yep. I just have a really long day tomorrow, so I hate pushing myself. You
Yeah.
fall asleep too much on the couch.
She falls asleep too much on me.
I know. I've done it like twice now, 3 times maybe.
That's why I like doing it on day I'm off, because then if we have to bump it later, we can.
Yeah.
But
If nothing else, then we'll see you next Monday, but we will talk about doing it tomorrow.
Okay, guys. See ya in the next show.
Nobody panics when things go according to plan. Even if the plan is horrifying, nobody panics. Because it's all part of the plan. Well, then everyone loses their minds.
Hey, if you like what you've seen here, there's much more to come. Just click one of the 2 boxes up here in the corner. And you know what? If you've liked it, make sure to subscribe. Just click the little button right there. Talk to you later, guys.